then, my Storm Riders, starting me for Teen, welcome back to another reaction. Gonna react to Nostalgia Critic's latest review of the movie Antz. Now, I know Antz is the DreamWorks counter to Bug's Life, and I actually like both of them, but I think ultimately, and while I do really like Bug's Life, I think Antz is definitely the more adult version of Bug's Life. But I think both are pretty good. Honestly, I don't know if I have a favorite, but I always remember weirdly enjoying Antz as a kid and as an adult now. Even I know it has a very weird design choice with how the ants are designed, and I know it has messages about corrupted governments and stuff. At least from what I've seen, which I mean, again, kind of always a thing to think about, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what Doug will think of it. So without further ado, let's see. In 3, 2, 1. Hey, Doug.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Well, seeing how I talked about this and this, I guess this was inevitable.
You also talked about Ant Bully.
DreamWorks' first animated film, released in 1998, has a history you've probably heard quite a bit. It came out the same year as A Bug's Life, and there was much debate between Disney and Jeffrey Katzenberg whose idea it was.
Okay.
Said the CG animated story about a colony of ants belonged to them, but Katzenberg said took the idea with him when he left DreamWorks. So both these films came out the same summer, and to their credit, their comparisons really do stop at the films being about a worker ant falling in love with a princess ant. Outside of that, the two movies are quite different. And while I was shocked to find a lot more people like the Disney one, I'll admit I was always a bigger fan of this one. It looked different, it had more fight to it, the story was a bit more mature.
Well, true. Again, I think it's how you see it. Bug's Life is a more kiddie version of this, so I guess it makes sense you like this one better considering Doug likes darker themes.
Siskel even put it as one of his favorite films of the year. I can't quite go that far, but I do enjoy the film for both having timeless elements and elements that illustrate social concerns of the time. However, yes, there are things about it that don't work and can be a little distracting too. So we'll give it another look and see if there's something bigger here than many people have given credit for in the past.
Okay.
Let's see the world from the point of view of a tiny insect. Hey, it's good casting. Let's take a look at Antz. From the opening shot, the film sums up perfectly what it's going to be. A mix of kids' animated storytelling and a Woody Allen movie by starting off in New York, but then showing it's all grass.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
New York and grass is probably how this whole idea came about.
Also... Wait, hold on. When was Antz made again? Okay, yeah, so Antz was made in 1998, so I guess this makes sense why that's still there, but who?
The film does star Woody Allen as an ant named Z, who talks to a therapist about not fitting in.
I've never been able to lift more than 10 times my own body weight. The whole system makes me feel insignificant.
Well, that is surprising. He's playing a character who's unhappy, falling in love with someone who's basically related to him.
You've made a real breakthrough. Yes, Z, you are insignificant.
So when I said the film was hitting on social concerns of the time, a big thing back then was standing out. Being an individual, not conforming. Part of that might be the economy in the 80s and 90s was pretty good. A lot of people did a lot of work, and with that, maybe came a feeling of doing too much work. Getting too lost in your job, just becoming one of the crowd. The 90s slacker is a common rebellious archetype, someone who doesn't want the 9-to-5 job and just wants to be unique. These characters have been in a lot of stories for a lot of years, but from the late 80s to the late 90s, they really rode the idea that being comfortable and like everyone else doesn't always equal happiness. Not to mention there's also people out there who might take advantage of their hard work but not respect it, or maybe even feel like they don't need it. A colony of ants makes sense for this as they literally assign them worker or soldier roles at birth, and everything is about serving the colony.
Right.
Again, these weren't new ideas necessarily, but it was right smack in the middle of when this was becoming really popular, particularly in entertainment.
Well, that works out perfectly for them then.
The score by Harry Gregson Williams and John Powell I also think is very underrated. The main theme sounds like a chaotic hi-ho, but on speed.
Yeah, a lot of hustle and bustle.
The visual mindset of this hi-ho.
Ugh.
I didn't see you.
I'm so meaningless.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Antz compares to the ugliness of that Doug. I don't think so.
I'm invisible.
Now you're getting it.
Z has a worker friend named Azteca, played by Jennifer Lopez, and a soldier friend named Weaver, played by Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, if you haven't noticed, the casting in this is random.
You guys are on Wrecking Ball.
You got it.
Some of the imagery of Antz forming structures is fun. Like
Yeah,
themselves
a
into
wrecking
giant
ball.
Even if some of the jokes might be a little too obvious.
Oh yeah, I dropped the ball.
See,
Yes, I understand. I dropped the ball.
Ain't half bad.
ain't half good either.
Yep.
Can't help it. It's your nature.
General Mandible, played by Gene Hackman, dreams of building a better colony with only soldiers and no workers. But he plans to get the best out of what he's got with his new colonel named Cutter, played by Christopher Walken. Now, of all the strange casting choices for this movie, guess which one stands out the most?
The generals.
Colony, sir. A colony we can be proud of. Don't we need the Queen's approval? Declare war.
Perhaps we should use a better mouthpiece for this job, like my cousin, Colonel Angus.
Really?
Create his own new colony, the general says. Termites are invading.
I don't know. I think that voice fits. I don't know. I think that voice fits. I don't think it stands out.
On their land, so they'll have to send the soldiers most loyal to the Queen, played by Anne Bancroft.
If the termite shock troops enter our colony,
Yes, General. I know what they can do to us.
Now, if we were insects that rhymed with a certain letter of the alphabet, I don't know how fortunate we would be.
Ugh.
No, I didn't say I'm a bee!
Ah, damn it.
The general's betrothed.
Darn it, Doug.
Bala, played by Sharon Stone, despite the fact that they've never had a conversation.
How was your day?
we declared war.
Boy, talk about a rough day.
No, when marketing realizes they have to make toys out of us, that's gonna be a rough day.
Yeah. Oh.
You're the one who has to continue my work. Now, it's not all that bad being princesses.
I never really got why in this or Bug's Life, one random ant is chosen to be the next future queen, though, to this film's credit, the randomness is almost part of the joke. And yeah, the trope of the restless, unhappy princess was already played out at this point, but some of these ant jokes still work okay.
Don't you want your 8-bit beer?
I have a thing about drinking from the anus of another creature.
Better than B-movie.
Yeah.
Known you for a long time, right?
Honestly, I do think it's significantly better than B movie.
Definitely. You're 1 2 seconds after me.
You sure Stallone isn't supposed to play the Tick? Drunk next to him, played by John Mahoney, says there's a better place than this called Insectopia.
Right, he's describing a picnic.
Head for the monolith. Look for the land of red and white.
If the eyes are getting too big, you've gone too far. If they start looking Japanese-ish, you've really gone too far.
No one's gonna recognize us.
Paula wants to get out on the town before she marries.
Just 'cause she
deciding
takes
to get
the
on
thing
workers
off.
Being, you guessed it, Z.
Ouch!
Oh.
Yeah, ouch! Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah,
Ugh.
this movie tries to turn Youch into a thing. It never became a thing.
Well, thank goodness.
Sort of making it up.
Really?
You know, why does everybody have to dance the same way?
Hammering in the Be Unique message, they decide to dance differently from the rest of the ants, but ironically parody Pulp Fiction like everybody was doing at the time. Boy, here's a joke I missed the first viewing.
Watch your step, worker.
You watch yours, buddy.
That's okay. I'm gonna let him off this time.
Aunt Kafka's in town.
Aren't you even gonna defend yourself?
Get back in place.
What if he doesn't want to?
Oh.
Teaches him to stand up for himself, which causes a brawl. It's only here he discovers her true identity.
You're a princess. When can I see you again?
Let me think. Never.
Oh.
Women wish they said to Woody Allen. Z is determined to see her again, so he has to switch places with Weaver, who's gonna pass by her during a royal review.
You can get in trouble just for listening
All the people looking at him.
to someone talking about impersonating a soldier.
Funny joke, but weird rule. Weaver agrees and Z enters the lineup, but ironically...
Wait, sorry, I didn't catch the joke. What was it? 'Cause
You can get in trouble just for listening to someone talking about impersonating a soldier.
Joke, but weird rule. Weaver agrees and Z enters the lineup, but ironically gets lost in the crowd.
Bala, you must encourage the troops. Wave.
How many are supposed to make it back? Most of them. I guess it's worth a hand wave.
Yeah.
The truth is, I just came for the speech.
Don't worry, kid. I'll watch out for you.
Z befriends another soldier named Barbados, played by Danny Glover.
Yeah, the scene with
Realizes
Barbados
about
is
to
always
go
really
to
sad.
This is one of the things I like the most about this movie. The scale is really impressive.
And I gotta say, like, when they're marching and even if they're singing that song, it's weirdly epic as well. And the picking battle with the termites, these guys are terrifying, and they look nothing like termites. Just look at these things.
In Bug's Life, they're all roughly the same size, but here, termites, bees, mantis, they're all the scale they would naturally be to
We have a mantis.
the world a lot more intimidating.
Also, I think the bees are actually wasp. Yeah, I think they're actually wasp.
You saved my life.
I don't get all sappy about it.
I also really like Danny Glover's brief, but still very effective performance. You buy this guy would befriend Z very quickly and take pity on him. And the scene where Z has to say goodbye to his talking, disembodied head.
Am I hurt bad?
You got swell color in your cheeks.
That is really dark, really funny, and really touching all at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't make my mistake, kid. Don't follow orders your whole life. Think for yourself.
My only regret is the exact stuff you think I regret.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Weaver seems to hit it off with Z's coworker.
He's taking a personal day, so I'm filling in.
You feeling any more and you'll explode.
Wait, that's what animated Jennifer Lopez's legs look like. Imagine you're already imagining it before I finish.
You know,
I'm trying not to.
I'm kind of glad Z's taking a breather.
Z is the only one to survive, which naturally gets him an audience with the royals.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Maybe, and then again, maybe not. And then again, youch.
There must be a warehouse of Youch t-shirts that never sold. When they find out he's a worker.
Yeah, and I bet they probably sell for probably still nothing. No. Age does not help that.
They try to arrest him, but in a funny bit, he hides behind Bala and they confuse it for taking her hostage.
He's taking our hostage! No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I am.
And even when he decides to go along with it, he's still not very good at it.
Let go of me! Ow!
Don't make me hurt her.
The wrong idea, you're not my type, you're way too old for me. I get sucked down the trash
And down you go.
the hive, but when the guards try to save her, a kid with a magnifying glass intervenes.
Yeah, this is crazy. Whew.
It's only this time I notice his teeth fall separately from the rest of his body. Like
Oh.
I said, this film has a bit more of an edge than Bug's Life.
Yes, that's actually creepy. Also considering the fact that, no, I'm not gonna logic bomb it, but, you know, ants don't have teeth, they just have jaws and mandibles specifically. But even so creepy.
Monolith.
When Z recognizes the monolith the drunk soldier was talking about, he decides to venture to Insectopia.
Happen to have it on a very reliable source. or should I say a drunk raving source.
But to be fair, that's how it was when I wrote this movie.
Yeah.
Come watch me play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth every Friday on Twitch. We also got other content during the week, so come check us out.
Bum 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 bum.
Word of Z's actions get to the rest of the colony, excited that they don't always have to do what they're told or stay in the roles that were assigned to them.
I don't have to be here.
We got a choice?
The authorities don't want you to know about it, but we don't have to work on the tunnel anymore. It's the workers who control the means of production.
Did you hear also that the Earth is round? Did you hear also there's an Earth?
What's that soldier doing there?
It appears he's holding hands, sir, with a worker.
Next, they'll be doing same-sex marriages. Yeah, I gotta make a call. Even if some of the jokes might be a little too obvious.
Oh,
Hello?
there's a
I'll
call.
answer 10 minutes from now. You make a joke just as bad. Got it. It's alright.
Oh.
The general tells the colony that Z abandoned them because he doesn't care and wins them all over with a day off and a big celebration.
You can be the guest of honor at the Megatunnel dedication ceremony.
Yeah, this guy's got a nasty plan.
There are no Epstein file. I gotta make another call to myself. Meanwhile, Bala finds she has no choice but help Z find Insectopia, and at first they think they found it at a picnic.
Yeah.
It's Insectopia.
Right at the gates of product placement paradise. They run across two bees named Chip and Muffy, played by Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin. And honestly,
Yeah,
if
see, I
hadn't
think there
voted
was,
with
not
them,
bees.
I don't think I could have put it together.
Please, Muffy, not another crusade.
We have a social obligation to the less fortunate. This is important to me.
I'm at the age where I finally realize a hashtag and changing my profile picture doesn't do anything.
Yeah. It was kind of funny that they, like, I think the wasps represent, like, the rich people, and basically they're seeing them as poor people.
No! Oh, no!
A fly swatter takes out Muffy, though, and Bala gets stuck under somebody's shoe. This is one of the more impressive sequences in the movie, and I still remember it being
Yeah.
really awesome on the big screen.
Honestly, I think it still would be.
I know just hanging on to a shoe doesn't sound that exciting, but again, the scale and angles they use make it pretty damn adventurous.
Yeah.
Even if it does take itself a little too seriously at times. Christ, are you in a Candyman movie? Ren and Stimpy don't scream as hard.
That's fair. Well, I mean, she's...
Pennies used to flick them off, and coincidentally, they land in Insectopia.
Right,
which is actually just a couple of garbage cans.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Tastes like crap. Let me try some. Hey, it is crap. Not bad.
What every studio praised their audience is like. Z and Bella start to connect over the fact that they don't like how the system works. That, and as animated features go, it's about time the Stockholm kicked in. But it looks like Cutter finds her and takes her back home.
Yeah. I love all the bugs immediately just rat him out. Like when Cutter comes in.
Praise their audience is like. Z and Bella start to connect over the fact that they don't like how the system works. That, and as animated features go, it's about time the Stockholm.
Okay, because I rewinded a bit too far. Yeah, right here, they're all just like him or her.
Finds her and takes her back home. Z wants to follow her and finds Chip drinking away his sorrows due to the loss of his wife.
It's what my Watley Giddles would want.
She always liked to rescue her food before she ate it. Bala is taken back and refuses to marry the general, but he doesn't let that get in the way of his plans.
Things are going to change around here.
You're right, Princess. Why don't we make her more comfortable?
Oh.
She'll be here for a while.
My God, a chair!
Yeah.
My mother will have your head.
You better think of the last few conversations you're gonna have when that happens. They lock her in the room, but she quickly breaks herself out before Z can even rescue her. In fact, she even rescues him from falling.
They're gonna seal everybody.
It is kind of a more fun twist as well, is that like she's often doing she's kind of doing more of the saving than he is.
Off in the megatunnel, and here's the lake.
Wow. I'm really gonna miss him. Anyway, I got a drunk bee Uber waiting outside. We should go. Now, of course, they decide to stay and stop the general from killing off the workers. But Cutter is having second thoughts.
Look at what these workers have done. Are you with me? Sir, I apologize.
I actually have a fever, and the only prescription is... You know, I feel like I've been doing pretty good avoiding the walking joke, so give me this one. The exits are sealed and the water is released, but Z has an idea to literally...
I know we're still waiting on that one joke.
...join together to climb out. While this climax isn't bad, I do wish it was a little longer. I always have to remind myself what the climax of this movie even is. I forget it every single time. Where so many movies have third acts that go on forever, this one ironically could have gone on a bit more, but I guess I can say it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Don't you understand? It's for the good of the colony.
The good of the colony.
We are the colony.
Cutter sees the workers are more important and resourceful than he thought and orders the men to help them. Guess they're all gonna be pardoned for royal treason. That's nice.
I am the colony.
Oh.
The general ends up drowning trying to kill Z, but Z is saved by Cutter and Bala at the last minute.
Ouch.
They really not come up with a better catchphrase?
No.
You the ant. That definitely answers that. You cancel the other warehouse orders.
Oh, is that the joke?
People can choose whatever they want to be, and I know this is a very common last shot in movies, but because the scale is so well done and believable, I really do love seeing just how large and important, but also small and unimportant this story is. When they talk about Z being insignificant, this is the shot to reflect that. But it also shows he changed a whole society, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, I could be reading too much into it, but it's a surprisingly effective shot given the message of the movie. With that said, yeah, I do still like the message of the movie.
I still think it's pretty good.
The first film to do it? No. Is it the best? No. But it's very reflective of what audiences were responding to at that time. The film did do very well at the box office, just not as well as A Bug's Life, and in a strange way, it kind of feels right. The film is about not underestimating unexpected potential and how thinking individually can, ironically, if done right, unite others. I think if people give this film another shot, they'll find a little something here that's stronger than they may have expected. Again, for what it is. I'm not going to put on my best of the year list like Gene Siskel, but I do think people should consider it not a huge nothing, but a surprisingly smart little something. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have it.
Alrighty then. Good to hear what you think, Doug.
You the ant. We're still doing cameos for Charity Bunkus, which...
Alright, well, I'm glad to hear that he likes the movie Antz, because I've always enjoyed it myself. Yeah, but honestly, you know, I would love... I honestly would like to see... When it comes to, like, bug-themed movies, you know, I've started to think... I would like to see a more, like, expanded about it, because, like, I know a lot of it focuses on, like, colony-based bugs, like bees, ants... But I don't know, I'd like to see if there be other ones as well, because like I feel like there's a lot more to expand here, and all the different things you could potentially do. Plus, actually there was a one animated short that I watched a while back that actually they planned to turn into a movie. It's called Bug Therapy, and it's actually a pretty funny short. I recommend go watching if you do it. Plus, the therapist that they get is a pill bug named Dr. Pill, and yeah, he's voiced by Dr. Phil himself, which I think is pretty funny. Plus, like, the whole shtick of that short is that the characters, their mental state, or their mental issues that they're dealing with, is something that goes against their very nature, which is pretty funny. Like, there's a spider, and he has arachnophobia, and so he's, like, panicking, looking around for spiders, forgetting that he is one. Or, like, a mosquito... Another was a mosquito that faints when she sees blood, which is pretty funny, too. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I do like these kinds of films. I do want to see, like, a more... I don't know, I kind of want to see, like, a different perspective from it, rather than just kind of, like, just focusing on ants or bees and, like, the... You know, the issues of, like, a society that may have... Because, again, we have plenty of them already, and Antz is a good example of one. And plus, again, like, it's a good movie as well. But I don't know, it just got me thinking about it, so... I don't know, if you guys can think of any, like it, please shoot them my way. Maybe I'll give them a watch. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out my other videos. And with that being said, I'll see you all next time. Bye!